Okay, everybody. So today is the 17th of March, and the 17th of March is St. Patrick's Day. And around the world, this will be a cause for some degree of Christian celebration. Now, because of the pandemic, things like St. Patrick's Day parades, which have come to typify this occasion, for example, parades like this, kind of caricature parades, which don't seem to me to have very much to do with this. They won't be happening. Not sure that's a bad thing. At the end of the day, St. Patrick was, and this is the thing, he was a Christian saint. You know, this is basically the day that commemorates St. Patrick and the arrival of Christianity in Ireland. That is what the fundamental purpose of St. Patrick's Day is. And you know, it's today is going to be a day unlike any others. But I want to just put St. Patrick's Day and the Christian origins of this occasion into a degree of context. Let's look at Ireland. Obviously, he is the patron saint of Ireland. But Project Ireland 2040 talks about, as you can see towards the bottom here, by 2040, there's going to be an extra 1 million people living here. That's about, you know, getting on for about 20-25% additional population. Where will this population come from? Well, the Irish government's a little bit coy about this, but I suspect it's going to be coming from the sort of countries where the likes of Balbriggan and other Irish towns are already very familiar with. I'm not sure that Ireland is going to be necessarily that recognizable compared to even the Ireland of 2021. And to give you a clue about that, here's a headline. It's a sad headline, but it's just a statement of the obvious. Christianity is in steep decline in Ireland. Now, maybe not as steep as in some other countries, which is a good thing, but still in a steep enough decline. Consider this is the 2016 census in Ireland. So, you know, 5 years out of date. So you can imagine things will have changed. But it talks about Catholics who make up the majority of the Irish population are now just 78%. Well, still 78%. But the other Christian faith churches, Church of Ireland, Presbyterians, etc., they've also seen membership dips. On the other hand, folks, the number of people who abide by the Islamic faith grew dramatically by 28.9%. So Islam's growing significantly in Ireland. Christianity is declining. And of course, those people who identify themselves as having no religion grew even more. So there's dynamic changes happening in Ireland, which we can all agree on, I think. Some of the most obvious ones have been, for example, when Ireland voted by a landslide to legalize abortion. Now, that was something which one would have thought was the antithesis of something a Christian country would go along with, but the Irish went along with it. Mass celebrations, media approval. And in fact, Ireland became the first country in the world to legalize what's called gay marriage by popular vote. And there was a referendum, and as you can see again, cue the usual photographs, celebrations all round. Would St. Patrick have approved of these things? Well, further, many Muslims, we discover, are failing to integrate into Irish society despite efforts. Well, I'm not sure just what are these efforts, and would that be true of any other societies, for example, or is it just Ireland that has a problem integrating Muslims? Another story that caught my eye was a Dublin church was shut down in the past year after caught sneaking dozens of people into the mass. Oh no! Can you imagine? Oh, the rascals. They were actually sneaking in Christians to a place of worship in a country which is the home of St. Patrick, and people think this is okay. It's not okay. The reality is, on this St. Patrick's Day, the tide of Christianity is going out, folks. It's going to be probably a small residual number of people who stayed true to the faith that St. Patrick taught here in Ireland, be it north, be it south. St. Patrick taught the Christianity of the Bible, and that seems to be something which is no longer in vogue. Ireland, in a populist way, has patently turned its back on many of the teachings of St. Patrick. One can safely conclude that. And this is not denominational. Generally speaking, Christianity is not really that much in vogue with the political elite, the media elite, and the cultural elitists in Ireland. And so on this Patrick's Day, I think about, I visited some of the sites associated with St. Patrick, humble little churches, his alleged burial spot in a place called Downpatrick. I went and stood at those locations, and I think on this St. Patrick's Day, what would St. Patrick think of how this national day, what has Christianity become? And I guess, to be blunt about it, what has Ireland become? Thank you for watching this. Do let me know what you think in the comments below.